What's up, guys? I'm Cap. I'm gonna teach you some things about Phase 4 Mithrix that you might not know about. Okay, so here's the big one. If you have more than 37 items, and you're going into Mithrix Phase 4 where he takes your items, he only utilizes 37 of them. So if you look at your items and you count from the end of your list to the beginning, if you count to 37, anything to the left of that, or before that, won't actually be utilized during Phase 4 on Mithrix. He'll take them, but he won't use them at all. So in this case, I got goat hooves pretty early on in the list. It's actually past the 37 item mark. And you'll notice that Mithrix will still be extremely slow during Phase 4. And if you count the items, the 37th item is actually the topaz brooch. You can count it yourself if you want. But that will be the first item you get back. Anything before the 37th item counted, you'll actually get last in the list during the Phase 4 fight. Alright, so one thing I wanted to talk about for Phase 4 Mithrix is that certain items that Mithrix takes will actually slow down the time that it takes for you to get the items back. That would be any damage reduction. So repulsion armor plates in this instance, I gave him 100, and you can see that like it's noticeable how slow it is to get that item back. Okay, so in this test, I got rid of the repulsion armor plates, and it's just going to be energy drinks, which Mithrix doesn't use in the first place. So this is going to be pretty much itemless. See how fast we get the items back. It will be faster than when Mithrix had the repulsion armor plates. And here's the last instance. I gave Mithrix a bunch of Planulas. Healing doesn't affect getting your items back at all. There's actually a separate health bar that deals with that, and healing has nothing to do with that separate health bar. So you can see the item comes back just about as fast as with no items at all. Here's a list of most of the blacklisted items from Mithrix. There's actually some more, including tougher times. He's not able to use those at all. So this isn't a completely accurate list, but use that as a guide. There's going to be more that Mithrix cannot utilize. Again, tougher times being one of them, so don't be scared to bring tougher times into phase 4. Okay, so now I'm going to go over how to orient yourself when you're in the arena in order to find the best portal after phase 4 to leave through. There are 2 portals that actually spawn and guarantee you a spawn near the lunar garden. So those are the 2 best. So I'll show you guys how to orient yourselves and hopefully help you guys out. So we're up at the arena. Right now I'm going to refer to the portals as like a clock setting, with the spawn side being 6 o'clock. So everything's going to be based off of that. So let's turn off no clip real quick. So one thing you got to remember is that the pillars that spawn inside the arena spawn after phase 3. I'll use those as a reference point. But from just without the pillars, I like to use this big rock over here as basically 6 o'clock. So if you're inside the arena and you don't know where you are, try to go opposite of the planet and you'll find this big rock, and that'll be your just about 6 o'clock. Let's go in the arena and let's skip to phase 4. Let's kill all the phases real quick. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is done. Phase 3 done. Oop, almost died. So here, there's our 6 o'clock, right? So we'll say that that pillar right there, this one, is your 12 o'clock. And that's going to be your main reference point. The 12 and the about 1 to 2 o'clock. So let's turn on God mode real quick. And then we'll kill all. And I'll show you guys the 2 best portals to take if they spawn. So they'll be in between 12 and 1 o'clock based off of this 6 o'clock reference. There should be 2 that go counterclockwise right here. One will spawn closer to the center of the arena, and one will spawn basically in between these 2 pillars. So again, 6 o'clock reference right there on that rock. There's our 12. And it'll be in the middle of these 2 pillars. There'll be 2 portals going counterclockwise around the map. So let's see. See if we get it this time. Right, you're 1 close and 1 far. And we got both of them. These are both the best portals. They spawn you at the lunar pod garden. So for the very bad portal, it's going to be almost a bait portal. So there's obviously the 2 good ones, right, are going to be in between these 2 pillars and going counterclockwise. The bait portal is actually going to be just to the right, and it's going to go clockwise around the whole map. And the bait portal leads you straight to the blood pillars, which is on the complete opposite side of the map from the rescue ship. So it should be just to the right of the 2 best portals, and it'll be going clockwise. Okay, so side note about the portals is that not every single portal gets used in a run. There is a let's say there's a basket of portals. Only a handful of those actually get chosen at random to spawn in every single run. So you're not always going to get the good portals, and you're not always going to get the bait portal. Sometimes you'll get neither, sometimes you'll get 1 out of the 3, something like that. So keep that in mind when you're doing the run. Sometimes you're not always going to get the good one. So try not to look for it if you can't find it. Okay, so a fact about phase 3. So phase 4 is if you end phase 3 in the middle of the arena with a Jaro's Band proc, you actually skip phase 4 completely. Sometimes if you have enough damage, the Jaro's Band proc will instantly kill phase 4, but if it doesn't, then phase 4 will go as normal, except for the fact that Mithrix takes none of your items. So you can use all of your items that you've had throughout the run to finish off phase 4, and he has nothing. So keep that in mind when you're playing, is that sometimes you'll experience this. It's pretty easy, especially on Eclipse with E7, where he does the pizza attack in the middle of the arena. But Yeah, the Jarl's Band is the easiest way to skip phase 4. If you want to learn more and different ways to do that, you can actually reference my AWU skip YouTube video. I'll link that in the description. And that shows you a bunch of different ways. You can do it with loader punch, you can do it with multi-shift, a bunch of different ways to actually skip phase 4 and not have to really worry about it too much. I'll try to show you guys the skip where he doesn't instantly die on phase 4. Just to really show you the effect of Mithrix not taking any of your items. There we go. See, the Jarl's Band ticks over and instantly skips the items being taken away. And phase 4 starts, just like normal. Except he has no items to use. So you can finish him off with all the items you already had, and that's it. So if you ever experience that, that's what happens. Any boss skip will actually skip phase 4 completely. So there's actually another tech you can do with the Volcanic Egg equipment. Is when you're inside the arena, at any time, if you go under one of these ramps, you can egg, and then explode out of egg, and it'll actually send you through the ground. On vanilla. Oh, it broke that time. There we go. Yep. Vanilla, you can just go right under the ramps with egg, and you can pop out of the arena at any time. That's pretty much it for all the different facts about phase 4 that some people might not know about. There's actually one more that you might not know about. So after you trigger the rescue ship, right after phase 4, like normal, trigger real quick just in case. So yeah, after phase 4, you're rescuing ship. If you actually go back to spawn, there's a little Easter egg that some people don't know about, but most people do. But I'd cover it just cause. Let's go check them out. Right at the spawn, you'll see the Easter egg. Right in the middle of the spawn arena. And there he is. The pod's usually not here. I used cheats to get into the stage, but there's the glass frog. If you look in the lore, it actually is referenced, but yeah, only spawns after beating Mithrix.